Thanks very much.
You can't force the women to speak in favour of it if that's who's
It's the movers of the motion, so there's nothing we can do about that.
Thank you, brothers and sisters. Chair. Our recent literature says very clearly on it, doing politics differently. But unfortunately, we're still talking politics the same. And I think it's very important that when we look at KB1, unfortunately, you haven't got the full document in front of you. But basically what that amendment is the coming together of the Kurdish community right across Rojava, trying to establish a future for their country. And then what they've done or their governance, and they've raised the issue of their declaration. Their declaration is a democratic declaration that reflects the equality that they're fighting alongside men and women in their organizations. They've moved forward and they began to develop that sort of political change through this declaration. And the declaration, if we were to read that declaration out here today, I can guarantee you we'd vote for it 100%. It's a declaration which is very much the sort of declaration that we've made in our politics from the 13th of November last year, about equality, about feminism, right across the board in terms of human rights and equality. Now, if you haven't read the document, I apologize for that. But I think what it does do is it lends to the motions that came before in terms of shifting away from just passively supporting the Kurdish people into actually mobilizing here alongside the Kurdish, the Iraqi community, the Arab community. And we're talking about a declaration that addresses religion right across, non-sectarian. We're talking about a declaration that crosses national boundaries, or whether the Pike-Seco boundaries, or whether there are boundaries which was recently created by the current wars. I would ask you to accept the amendment and vote with it, because it is shifting from talking into actually doing so. And I think in Hackney, where I live, there's a big Kurdish and Turkish community there. There's also an Arabic community there. And they feel very clearly, as the community abroad, the diaspora, that they need to get our support. And we need to move from talking to actually doing stuff in support of them. If we believe in the notion of self-determination, then we should be up there with them. And I move that you accept the amendment. Thank you.
Hello? Hello? Okay. Hello? Okay. Sorry. Thanks to our friends at the London Irish Centre. They've given us permission to extend the conference till 5:30, but that's an absolute guillotine point. And in any case, none of us want to be here any longer because it's all been a long day. So what we're going to propose now is that we have 4 speakers from the floor for the discussion, and I'm going to prioritise women to speak, as the amendments were quite male dominated. So could I take the first 3 women in the queue, and then another man? Point of order.
We're not at that yet. We on one section of it that is coming, like the War and Peace.
This is the international section.
Well, we've got an extra half hour.
So just to clarify for everyone, thanks for your patience. The decision of the conference this morning was to move the Ukraine motions into the scheduled agenda in the international session, and that's the decision that we've observed. So we want to conclude the discussion on the related motions around Syria and the Middle East, and then we'll see where we are after that. But those proposals are still in the scheduled agenda. So could I take the first speaker in the open discussion?
No one.
Okay, so we'll take the first speaker. Thank you.
Yasmin Meza.